chakra. So I like to kind of do some things with the chakras so people can kind of understand what those are.
Yeah.
You know, they're energy centers in the body, and they're located in 7 different places.
Yeah.
The 7th one is actually above your head. But so if we think about where the throat chakra is, that's the 5th chakra. And if we want to open our heart, that's the 4th chakra. So if you think about like the area of where your heart is, and you feel you just put your intention and energy into that space. When people think about chakras or energy centers, they think about, oh, like I have to know exactly where this energy center lies in my body. But really, it's more of a feeling sense, you know. And there's diagrams you can look at and pinpoint where it is. But if you just put your hand on the general area, and
now I have Saturn and Leo, so this would be good for me. Saturn's where you're restricted. Leo's the heart.
Yeah, just put your hand on your heart and
that doesn't surprise me, Matt.
And take a deep breath and release it. We'll take one more. Yeah, and just like feel the energy in your heart. And the heart chakra is associated with the color green, which is another association with rebirth, new beginnings, life. And so we want to think about the heart as somewhat of a garden. And it's where
there's green in my business card.
It's where we know that where the heart chakra lies and where the garden is where we can actually cultivate what we want. So we can actually put the energy into it. We can actually visualize what that garden looks like and experience what we want to develop or grow or, you know, experience within that space. And so while you have your heart there, and while you use this visualization, and sometimes visualization can help you get out of your head and start to actually like focus more on what it is that you seek or want to manifest, or what it is that would be helpful for you in maybe letting go of some hurt if you were in a relationship, or just opening your heart more so that you feel more grounded and balanced and centered. And so with the voice healing aspect of it, toning can actually help you integrate that process. Okay, so one of the ways of getting into that space is by singing Re. So we'll do, and Re kind of opens up.
Okay.
Yum is another one. And I think maybe we should do with Yum, because I think you guys like that, because it's kind of like, it's juicy and like, and it feels good. So the word itself, Yum, you think about how like it's deep, it's in the core of your heart, and it's opening that chakra. So you can put your hand on there, on your heart chakra. You can breathe in and just sing Yum.
Are we doing this all together?
Yeah.
We do it all together.
Yeah. Come on, Jen.
So,
Cooperate here.
So breathe in, Jen. Yum.
There you go.
I'll do it 2 more times. Breathe in. Yum. One more. Yum. And do you notice a difference? Take a minute to just feel that space that we just touched upon.
I have a hard time taking things seriously with Matt here.
I feel different. you.
I feel different.
Yeah, I feel better.
I feel better.
I feel a little less stressed.
Okay.
A little less angsty, because I was all angsty trying to get here because I knew you were going to be on time, being a Virgo, and I was going to be late, and I felt bad. And I don't feel as bad now.
You ever think that maybe other people are just more responsible than you are, Matt?
Okay, you see what I have to deal with here?
Yeah. So let's go back to the heart chakra, because, you know, besides the you know, the projections and the bantering of like the experience of, you know, late or not late, what's really going on a physical level? So you said you just felt like you reduced the stress, and like you were relaxed.
Yeah.
How about you, Jen Julius? Tell me how you felt in your heart.
Oh, I'm fine now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that I was having anticipatory anxiety by a message I was going to get, and then I got it, and now it's handled, and now we're good.
But as far as when you were doing the practice, the yum for 3 times, I mean, it's only 3 times. We would probably do this exercise a little bit longer.
Yeah, totally.
So you get more of the benefits. Did you feel anything else in your body, emotionally, physically, or just...
No, I think that just bringing the presence to something is important for people when they're going to pay attention to any kind of healing process. When you can be fully present with the actual moment, that in itself is healing. And I think that's exactly what you're trying to present does. Because when you're really focusing on a certain tonality or a certain word or certain vocalization, that helps people really bring a lot more presence to the current moment than I think a lot of other modalities might.
Yeah, I mean, I think most modalities do that, and that's one thing that's going on there too. But also the toning, it's actually vibrating in that chest cavity when you were doing it, so that's actually changing some of the cellular structure that's in your body. And it's the idea of the toning is to help with, you know, promoting health and longevity, and just allowing you to release maybe some bad like feelings or bad physical experiences that you're having in your body, and let that tension go, and, you know, providing a different outlet, a different focus to get you there. So that's really what the focus of my work is. And it can be done in different ways. You know, it doesn't have to be chakra, you know, tuning. It could be, you know, song creation. It could be like me doing some type of like music meditation with the, you know, the client. So that was just one sample. So tell me more about the North Node and some of the astrological aspects of my chart in relation to my passion, because I think that's what I'm really like excited about.
Yeah, so Virgo sun, with the Aquarius, you got an Aquarius moon. You know, for some reason I thought you were a Cancer North Node. I don't know why I thought that.
Oh, you're lying now to the...
No, I just thought I had, for every time I'd go into Andes, I'd be like, oh yeah, the Cancer North Node there. But no, you're... That is how I identify people. Right. Jen the Aries and Carrie the Virgo voice healer. It's my...
So I'm a Virgo with a Libra rising and an Aquarius moon. Yeah,
so Virgo sun, so Aquarius, moon is your emotional needs, and when it's in Aquarius, they need to be involved in the experimental or the fringe or the outlay, you know, things that are like, think of almost like
outliers, things that are like on the edge.
Yeah, like what's his Fox Mulder, that both Gillian Anderson and Fox Mulder, the actor, they both so a lot of times actors will have roles that they just coincidentally or synchronistically line up with their chart. So they're both Aquarius, Leo suns with Aquarius moons, and what are they both known for? X-Files. Right? So that's like an Aquarius moon thing. Technology also, and what you're doing is sort of like technology, because music and like math are actually, my understanding, have a lot of similarities.
Yes, they are. They're fundamental with each other.
Yeah.
Music is math.
Yeah.
So they are connected. And, you know, the technology thing, too, you can relate to how we actually create music now, which is using electronic equipment to produce albums and to, like, you know, get the music out there. So
the Virgo is health consciousness, and Aquarius is strange stuff. So a lot of times the Virgo-Aquarius combination is there's some...
just saying I'm a freak is what you're
but that's good. Trust me. Hey, by the standards of this show, you're like one of the more sane, rational people. you're the adult supervision.
Right.
Okay. But no, like Paul Chek, who is a fitness guy, but he does like it's like evolutionary fitness. And then Weston A. Price, who was like the Paul Chek of 100 years ago. They're both Virgo Sun Aquarius moons.
Wow.
And so it look like if you were to compare their stuff to what most like quote fitness people do, it would look like it's something from space or something very, very unusual. And Burning Man is a Virgo Sun Aquarius moon.
Yeah, all right.
Based on its the first Burning Man. So that's your sun and your moon. So that's for folks, that's your psychological background. But that North Node up there is in Leo. Performances, the heart chakra, with Mars in Leo. So Mars in Leo likes to perform. They're good at clutch performances. So if we needed somebody to perform like when it was all on the line, that's where Mars in Leo. Yeah,
rock on.
Totally. Like Derek Jeter, for instance, is Mars in Leo. Okay, he's a baseball player called Mr. November because he does phenomenally well when everybody at the most high pressure with the biggest crowds, all of a sudden his game goes to another level. So Mars is how you fight. Leo is in front of everybody, and yours is right there on your north node. So the more you can be, up in front of people, doing
my thing.
Exactly, the better.
That's good, because I have a performance coming up on Sunday, and I feel it. I like that. I like it's kind of anxiety producing when you do a performance, but at the same time, there's just like this rush of like adrenaline that makes me want to just like do it really well and like, kick some butt.
Yeah,
and, like,
totally.
And like make a mark, like hit it like really hard.
Are you going to get a gold medal or anything after this performance, or anything similar to a gold medal energetically?
It's funny you ask that. Not like actual tangible gold medal, but I think the gold medal is like being heard.
Yeah.
And having like, this is a new material that I've written in the last year, and it's really profound.
Yeah.
And I've already played a little bit for smaller shows.
Yeah.
And this is going to be a bigger show, and I've only gotten positive feedback.
Yeah.
I've only had people be like, your voice is amazing. Like, your message is amazing. We really want you to just continue to do your work. And it's empowering for me, and it helps me empower others. So the payoff for me is just the exposure and being heard and being supported.
Yeah.
And having people understand my message.
Yeah. So it feels like winning the Olympic gold medal of voice healing. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everything you do that you're passionate about should feel like that. Because if it doesn't feel like that, with something that you are working really hard to achieve or something that you're really passionate about, then you shouldn't be doing it. I mean, that's at least what I think.
Right.
That's my own perspective. But yeah, I don't when I was younger, I was doing certain things. I can use this example. Yeah. Like, I'm really glad I have a degree in music therapy. But I don't really like the college loans. And there were certain types of sacrifices that we all have to make. And during the process of that, you start to kind of lose a sense of yourself when you have these obligations to other people or other institutions or other like organizations. And I was in a lot of hospital settings up until recently, and doing my clinical work, and it was fine. Like I was doing the right thing, like going on the right path, and obviously you've read a little bit about my chart about how I'm kind of like on the edge and the first, and I started to feel like I was being put into a kind of box that I didn't really want to be in. And with having to be in this institutional setting, it didn't feel holistic to me. It didn't feel like as open and as like natural as I wanted it to be within my lifestyle. And so I took myself out of that, and started over again. And I feel like, I'm in a better position now from doing that, by feeling like I have control and feeling like I don't have to feel the pressure. Well, I got to pay off this college loan, so I'm going to work this 9-to-5 job making X amount of dollars because I feel the pressure of having to pay this off. Like, instead my mindset's like, I'm going to write music and I'm going to produce this album, and I'm going to have a private practice, and I don't care what it takes, because like, if it's worth it to me, like if I want to live my life and say like, do I have any regrets? No. Like, I'm making that choice, and I think there's been a shift since that Grand Cross. There's been a shift for me that's been going on in the last year for many people, where it's like all of a sudden, like, things have just been clicking and aligning with me in regards to like what I'm passionate about and what I want and what I'm willing to let go of, what I'm willing to say no to, even if it requires me to like not have enough to eat. Like, there's certain parts where it's like I've got to make certain sacrifices that mean more to me so that I can reach the goals that I'm setting.
Yeah, totally.
And you can analyze that all you want to.
Yeah. Well, actually, I try to keep it simple. So for folks with the North Node tends to be the solution to most of the person's problems. Doesn't mean it solves, I shouldn't say solution, but solution or mitigation strategy, because today the problems that people are facing may not be solvable. They're so big and intricate. But if there is a way to solve them, it's through the North Node. So for you, Leo, with that Mars in Leo, and Jupiter's going over, so you got a little extra cosmic boost. It's Jupiter's good fortune, and it's going right over that.
Does that mean I'm going to be famous soon? Because I'm kind of been on this planet for about like 32 years, and
That's a good question to ask, though. You know what? That's a great for somebody with their North Node in Leo. Yeah. That's the exact perfect question to ask. When am I going to be famous, or like what can I do to get more famous or more seen? Yeah. Right. So like for some of us, fame or public notoriety would be negative. It'd be like if the South Node was in Leo, but for you with the North Node in Leo, anytime you're up in front of people, that's awesome, doing performances. But so the Jupiter is good fortune, so it takes a year to go through a sign. So it was in Cancer for the last year, and it just moved into Leo. So that part of your chart gets a little extra cosmic boost, nice. Right, for the next year, but particularly like next few weeks, because it's in early Leo, and you've got Mars North. But see, this is more about voice healing, because we talk astrology every show.
Well, that's why I came here.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so do we want to do another? We'll take a break, and I'll do some station business, and then Jen, we're gonna do another experiment with Jen. No. Okay, we'll just do another. Something. By the way, Jen, there's a burrito in my car if you're like gonna pass out or something. Okay. It's been there since yesterday, but I'm sure it's still okay.
Way to be supportive.
Okay. No, actually, totally. I just got 2 egg burritos at the market. Okay. We'll be back in a sec.